We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd Camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E10. This is my lovely wife right here, acting like Quad, aka Quad. Go ahead, Quad.
That would be him. Kourtney, also known as Coco.
Extra for no reason. Anyway, this right here is Kourtney Eddie. This channel's all about relationships. It's all about reviews and entertainment. It's also all about famous rants and jokes. Yeah, y'all gotta forgive me. I'm congested tonight, man. I try to do that nasal rants, and sometimes stuff gets stuck in my nose, so I feel real nasally right now. So forgive me for that, y'all. But anyway, we're here to talk about married to medicine
and not your nasal passages
and the extraness of Quad for no reason. As I would call her, drunk Quad.
So if you're brand new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. So let's get into it. Make sure you hit like and make sure you comment. All right, you guys. So it started out with them doing the kayaking and stuff like that or whatever. And so Phaedra and Jack and Hunter, they on the slow boat. So they just, ooh, and you know, Phaedra talks slow and all that stuff, whatever. And, you know, they doing, but
they trying to do a reenactment of Gilligan Island.
They forgot that they was in a competition.
They just going out to sea for no reason, man. No reason.
Excuse me. So Cheick, I think his name Cheick, Cheick, something like that.
Cheick.
Is it Cheick?
I think it's Cheick.
And so anyway, so he comes to see Phaedra. Now, I guess the other ladies wanted Phaedra to be solo, honey, dolo, and not bring a man. But I don't blame her for bringing a man.
Especially on a couples retreat.
Right.
You know? And, you know, before that happened, that's when Heavenly was talking to Simone about she invited Apollo. And my thing is, why are you going to invite Apollo? You know what I'm saying? You know, what's the purpose? What you trying to gain out of this, Heavenly? You know, are you trying to bring Apollo on, or you trying to bring him on just to be messy? Or
she said she want to encourage the other couples like Quad and Dr. G that you can move past, you know, divorce and it can all work out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but you're going about it the wrong way. You know, to me, it's going to blow up in your face, you know. So anyway.
Yeah, you let production keep on letting you be the scapegoat to do stuff like that because
she don't care. She enjoys it.
Because to me, Apollo is over there on Atlanta Housewives, even though Andy loves him, and so they wanted. Now y'all see, Phaedra ain't opened up. She not talking about her life. She just there as a chaperone for the rest of y'all. So Toya said that it seems as though that you know, when they make it to, because after they did that, they said we're gonna have a beach party. Now I guess Contessa thought we was gonna really have a beach party, be in the pool and stuff like that.
That's a beach party.
I know, but I said be in the pool, yeah. So she really, you know, but she felt that she was underdressed because that's not what it was.
She came there with bra and panties on,
pretty much. And I say this all the time when I look at her. Baby, somebody need to check the bloodline because you and Sierra is related.
Oh yeah.
I started singing "That's Just How We Roll" when I said, I mean, like they look so much alike. Really now, I guess Contessa would be the oldest one, but so yeah, somebody need to check somebody's DNA.
Contessa can't go. She could go ask her older sister, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You're right, man. Well, you know, hey, you know. It is what it is.
So Toya was just saying that, you know, hey, because the men, you know, they came fully dressed like this, honey. And, you know, King had his shirt open and Toya's like, yep, King the only one could do it, and maybe Steve, but the rest of them,
bruh, y'all embrace y'all bodies, man. If you want to go on the beach with your shirt open, do it. Do it. Just do it, man.
Will you do it?
Yeah, man.
What?
Man, the people,
You'll do it.
yeah, hear
That
me
ain't
out.
what you just
Hear
said
me
in there.
out, woman. Get like Greg
Nah,
now.
I ain't
Get
nothing
like
sweet
Greg
tea.
now.
I ain't nothing sweet tea.
Hear me out. Yeah, I've seen guys on other people, if you know what I mean, on the beaches. But you went to Vegas. You saw the guys like blah. You saw them with no shirts on. They didn't care.
That's not what my question was. My question, would you do it?
Yeah. I can understand.
We done been to so many places and you be dressed just like that. You do would not do it because you already know.
The only reason
that,
why I want to do it is because I'm hairy. I don't want people talking about my
no,
hair
you
on
can
my
shave
back.
your hair. So yes, you won't do it because you know you belly. So yes, they'll get you to see that.
I know you ain't talking about no belly.
Who got a belly?
I know you ain't talking about no belly. Yeah,
Better
I'm talking about
better
you.
be glad. I be like, what's the name? Dr. Contessa chat showing it all, honey.
Right.
So yeah, but
You
that's
got,
not me.
you got a little pudge.
Anyway, so let's move on.
Pudge.
So yeah, so Phaedra is walking out with her man, honey. Her temporary man. We know this ain't her man for real, honey. They just met, and so she decided to bring him on the trip and stuff. So Heavenly said, "What's she bringing him for a man? Did she know Apollo coming? And Apollo got a whole wife if they still married. And so what? Let this woman have."
I still don't understand what's your end game, Heavenly. What's your end game with this? Because even Simone said that by Phaedra bringing that dude on the show, that threw a wrench in your plan. What plan do you have?
Right. It just didn't make no sense to me unless she wanted.
She really got mad too.
Because she thought that Apollo was bringing his wife, but he said, "No, she's not coming." So what was your plan?
You trying to hook them back up together or something?
Right. But then I thought we seen on one of the trailers that Apollo was walking down the pier or whatever with his wife. So I don't even know what they doing. But Heavenly said, yeah, can't believe she bringing her man and stuff like that. And then Toya gonna be missing. So I'm saying, okay, y'all in separate rooms, y'all got one. What difference does it make? I would say none of your business. Like none of your business. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, we got separate rooms.
He said we're trying to take it slow, so we got separate rooms, man. But you know what, man? I know I don't make the money to be in that friend group. But if I was in that friend group, they would have been kicking me out.
Probably so.
I've been cussed everybody out. You hear me?
Too vocal.
I would cuss everybody out, and I would go back to Montgomery, get that white chair.
I forgot it is Black History Month, I'm sure somebody got some white chair earrings somewhere. But so yeah, and then also Heavenly said that why she bring one this time because she didn't bring one last year.
So
this year they made a scene just for her. They'll do that little speed dating thing that girl said that honey, that's what she do. And so now she found a man.
Okay,
I just feel the hateration. I don't know why, but I feel the hateration from these.
So what? She didn't bring a man last year. What if she met somebody after last year's event and decided, they got close, and now she want to invite him to this year's event? So what's the deal with that? What's the big deal about it, man? But like I said, Heavenly wanted her to be over there alone, solo, by herself, looking all sad. Right. And so she can kind of look down at, because she really don't have nothing to look down on Phaedra about. That's the only thing she can look down on Phaedra about, that because she don't have a man. Yeah. And she's going to use that to her advantage.
So Heavenly is in charge of asking these questions. Y'all know in past season how that went. But so she in charge of asking the questions and stuff. So she said, now I'm going to ask, the married folks, but for the ones that ain't married, that's sleeping together.
The shade. Yeah. Also, Dr. Damon, he didn't want to do it. He really didn't want to be on there.
No.
He really didn't want to do it.
I stick beside her. He always sticking beside her, and she put her foot in her mouth. So the question was, how many dates have y'all been on before you had sex? I think they asked, what's his name? Cheick. What's his name?
Cheick. What are you talking about?
Phaedra and who?
Cheick.
That ain't his name. You said it, baby. I said
Cheick. I said Shrek. I always been funny about saying Shrek. Yeah.
But anyway, so
you know what Shrek is, don't you?
I know. So
You got to say, no, you ain't got to say it like that.
So they said that they haven't, been intimate yet or nothing like that or whatever. So they was asking, all the different couples, and it seemed like King and Quad up there cheating because they showed them whispering. How many times? Let's just say 30. Was it about 30? Okay, about 30. So they said 30 dates. Who believe that? That's a whole. If you go on a date once a month, I don't believe that. I don't believe a lot of them that said, but they said 30 dates. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. That broad was drunk anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. To me, King, he didn't help the situation either about, trying to spruce things up, make themselves look better than what they are.
What he did?
No, he doing this at 30. He the one brought that 30.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what he sprucing
I mean, I'm saying, play the game. You ain't got to cheat. That's all I'm saying. You not being
They
authentic.
probably don't know.
If you don't know, don't know. Don't lie about it. You don't just stand. Be authentic, man. Now you come into the group.
So you think he fake?
He starting to give out some fake vibes. He showed dang on is. This was 30 down there. No, man, it's a game. It's not that dang on deep.
So anyway, King Quad said, something, I don't know who brought it up about him having children or something like that. So she was like, he got one child.
No, they were playing the game. They said who was the tough parent, who the soft parent.
I didn't know what they were talking about.
The game didn't make no sense to me either, but that's when we found out King had a daughter.
Yeah, he has a daughter that's like 9 or something like that or whatever. So Quad was like, he is a good father, Savannah. He's a good father and an excellent parent and stuff. So she said, looking at him make me want to bust it wide open.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the happy quad. I said,
I do. I did at that point. I did like the happy quad.
To me, I knew
maybe she was the drunk quad.
To me, I knew she was DQ. Okay, at the time. DQ, not the restaurant, not
okay, just tell the people what DQ mean. You ain't got to sit up there. DQ, not the restaurant, not the grocery store, not the gas station. Just say it.
Drunk quad. That's what I call it. DQ. Drunk quad. He's such a freaking. You sometimes you remind me of Heavenly. Sometimes you remind me of quad.
Good.
Okay,
that's good.
That's bad.
That is bad. That's very good.
It's bad.
What else you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying she was laying on thick, and that's what she said. So, ooh, yeah, you the best father in the world. I said, come on, Quad. She was drunk. You say you like Happy Quad. Happy Quad wasn't even in this episode. It was drunk Quad all throughout this whole episode.
So, the question was how often, all the couples have sex and stuff like that. The ones that been married a while, they was like once or twice. Cecil said 0. That's right. Because you be out of town all the time. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Curtis
said
0 too. Because you be out of town over there at the DR.
It's 0 with Jackie. That's what I'm saying. He said 0 with Jackie. How many other times he had sex with other people? Who knows? You was like 10 times.
And his name Cecil. He did say 0 too, honey.
Oh yeah, so a small husband.
Yeah, so he said 0 too. But what? Quad and Q said King. Who was Q?
DQ.
I don't know. Quad and King said 15. 15. Somebody said, okay, so that's 15. That's probably about twice a day. Quad said, nope. More than that, honey. It is more than that.
Yeah, she was doing too much.
Now, let's be fair. She got a younger man. Could be, you know what I'm saying? Especially they've been together about a year or something like that. They could still be in their honeymoon phases and stuff. So it could be a couple times a day. So yeah.
I don't know, man. I to me, when he said 30 times before they had sex, they try to cheat on the test. I can't believe what they say now. You know what I'm saying? Because they lied on the first question. So
Toya said, stop lying. Y'all is lying.
And he goes,
Sweet Tea said, stop lying.
And King said, no, for real. We do. And, they may, okay, but let's keep it 100. The only reason why she was saying that, and, 15 times, that's on the low end, because she knows Dr. G was behind her, and she was trying to get on his skin. Nothing but cap. That's a book cat. I'm saying y'all got this whole busy life y'all supposed to be having. Y'all
What
busting.
busy life they got?
King, he got his business, and I guess Quad trying to do whatever she does.
What? That ain't make no sense. Y'all got this whole busy life. They don't sound like they got no busy life. They sound like they got plenty of time.
How they get y'all money?
How
Huh?
who
How
they?
they get their money?
Well, that's the question. We always want to know what Quad get her
Is
money
she
from.
the female version of Tommy?
We always want to know what Quad get her money from. But anyway,
Yeah.
so let's move on. So Greg and Letitia, they say about twice a week, unless they trying to work on fertility and stuff like that. There go Quad. She jumped in it. Coy said, "Oh, y'all need to have sex more than that, honey. Y'all got babies to make. Y'all need to have some love for babies and stuff. And in fact, honey, I'll do the baby shower, honey. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
And what the
Yes.
thing about it, everybody out there at that party felt cringe. They knew Quad was putting on too much for no reason whatsoever. Okay, why are you gonna do a baby shower for your ex? Who does that?
Couldn't be me.
You know what I'm saying? Who does that? The only reason why you were doing that is because you was poking the bear. That's all. And I give Dr. G credit at first. He kept this cool. He kept this cool. If it was me, I would call it all kinds of names under the sun. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, keep poking at me, I'm not gonna retaliate.
So anyway, the question was as far as who was the worst something go or something, I guess a quality about your mate that you don't like or something like that. And clean. King says she sleeps a lot. I like what's his name? Scott. I said that because y'all having so much sex. Scott got up and said, "Man, you're putting it down, ain't you?" You know, said so. And then Toya said, the whole situation, all of this, it just seemed awkward. It's just making everybody feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. So Quad was like, for her, she was like, I'm cool with them. Like, it's okay. My ex said, I'm the one that ended the marriage. That's when Sweet Tea should have said not nothing. And she said, the marriage was already toward the end. It was already ending. You only going by what your ex, you wasn't there.
I hear what you're saying, but I understand why she said it because she was sitting next to a man, she was watching a man getting beat over the head. So she had to say something. And she knew her man was getting mad. You know, she felt his energy. Hell, even Dr. Damon saw it,
Well,
especially on Greg's page.
well, Dr. Damon said somewhere Headley said, that's a lie. And she
Now I
said,
ain't talking about that. I'm talking about later on towards the end.
and then Dr. Damon told her, listen, oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Because what was the words? Because you read them at the bottom when he was telling Heaven to be quiet.
And he told her to be quiet because basically you laughing, but this is a serious situation.
So that's when it started to get a little heated. Dr. G was telling what's her name, Sweet Tea, to be quiet, and stuff like that. He was like, just be quiet, because at that point, Quad started looking at Sweet Tea and just say, you want my life, don't you? You wanted my life. You want to be me. And she started peeking with her and stuff. And she was like, no, no, no. But to me, Sweet Tea was not raising her voice.
She wasn't.
But Dr. G was like, be quiet. Told you, let it be. Done.
Now,
Be good.
that's the
be
only
good.
issue I had with Dr. G, the way he was talking to Letitia. I didn't like that. Okay. I understand, yes, you're upset, but you're upset with the wrong person. Because to me, you're upset with Quad, but you lashing out and taking your anger out on Sweet Tea.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want to take his anger out of Quad because people gonna say, "Oh man, you still got something for Quad." Quad and Dr. G, y'all got some unresolved issues going on. Cause the way drunk Quad was, when you get drunk, the truth comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she has a lot of built up hurt and anger towards Dr. G. Okay. And she let it all out. Look at it.
Quad was just saying that, no, that's when Dr. G also said too, he said, listen, I fought for my marriage because that's what I thought I was supposed to do while I was in it. and and it just didn't work out. So so he was like, so I think he said something like he's happy for them or something like that. So yeah, when Quad, started poking at Sweet Tea, and then Greg was telling her to be quiet, Sweet Tea to be good. I was like, be good. I told you to be good. You're not a 5-year-old. You tell 5-year-olds I told you to be good.
Well, then
But
again, he's 20 years older than her.
so he telling her to be good and stuff like that. And Quad said, I told you the narcissist, let the narcissist be revealed. Whoo, child, it just got
And
ugly.
to me personally, King should have stepped in and told Quad, say,
Chill.
yeah, chill, man. Pump your brakes.
You
You're
ain't
doing
gotta
too
talk.
much.
You ain't gotta talk to her like Greg
Right,
was talking to,
yeah.
Letitia. But it's like, come on, bro.
I'm just
chill.
saying, if I was in King's position, that's why I would have done, man. Because you're making a scene for no reason. Because now I'm saying, hey, man, you still got some feelings for this dude. The way you going after this dude, I thought that's your past. Let your past be your past.
Yeah. And then Quad was saying, oh, you let Dr. G talk to you like, man, my man would never. He would never. So yeah, she stirred the pot, got everybody all upset, and then come back and say, "Ooh, you let him talk to you like that?" It was a hot mess. So Simone said, "Well, that's it. The hotel done called us and said, oh, you gotta go, gotta go. That's it."
You
So,
gotta understand, Key West. I think they do got curfews at certain hotels. All that noise and stuff they were
all
doing.
hotels just about got there, like the pool and everything shut down. I don't know what time it was, but I think Simone was lying because I think that she
She's
really,
trying to end this before it got too bad.
it was getting too out of hand. King was telling, I think Steven or Steve, I'm not sure his name, Steven or Steve.
Steven.
That this right here, it's bringing up trauma from her past and stuff like that. So she got to process it. I would have said she gonna have to process it without me, because to me it's too much still there. Now it's some, okay, it may come every now and then, but it's a lot still there of trauma. And then not just that, people be having issues, all that stuff, whatever, but be in the same space with your spouse, ex-spouse, and they new spouse and all that stuff. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. And I think Quad still was probably in her feelings about Greg bringing his new wife on the show, knowing that she was still there. And then she said, "Oh, I'm gonna bring my new man on the show." So it's just a whole bunch of pettiness back and forth and stuff like that. But I don't know how King would deal with it. I think even off camera, I think Quad probably bring it up. So he probably know it's still some trauma there.
Yeah, Quad has I'm like you. I think Quad should have got over this trauma before she got into another relationship, because King is getting all this dumped into his lap right now. It's like every time he, like I said, off camera, she's probably talking about it. When he's at work, she'll call him up talking about it. I'm just saying, I understand he's trying to be understandable and help her out and show her some grace. But man, the way she going off, I just can't imagine what he has to deal with off camera, man, because
and then
the girl is like, she got a lot going on when it comes to that trauma with Dr. G.
And the thing is too, is that, as you're gonna see, I guess, on the next episode, child, because they've been teasing us with it, is that he is like King, whatever Greg said, what I'm saying, King run and like now the trauma that Quad dealing with is now affecting King, because now he's trying to fight her ex.
Then on top of that, see, I'm just assuming, I could be dead wrong. After that happened, this is what I'm thinking. After that happened, King charges at Greg. They get into it. Greg calls the police. Now there's a restraining order against somebody. Maybe it's a restraining order against King. He can't come back on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Because like she did say, I don't have my, what she said, I don't have my support with me, Quad. She said, I don't have my something.
See, that's what I'm saying, people. You got to be thinking, man. Now you up here acting all drunk. Now you get the pot stirred up. Now, I'm just assuming, now your man might not be back. He might not be back on the show. Because, and like Greg said, I think, what's his name? Eugene asked him, you call the police? Greg said, what do you think I'm supposed to do? Yeah, call the police. You know what I'm saying? Now, did Greg get restraining order against King? Who knows?
Yeah, because I think that when Quad was talking a lot, I think that's when he was like, well, you know, something. He was like, well, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like she kept talking and stuff like that, you know, tonight's episode. So Greg was pissed. You know, he was fussing at Sweet Tea, telling her she should have not engaged. I don't need that negativity. He talking to me, talking down in a child aspect, talking down to her and stuff like that. So, you know, she was like, well, what you expect me to do? If somebody talking to me, I'm going to talk back. If they saying something to me, I'm going to say something back. He said, I didn't want you to say nothing. I didn't want that toxicity. I didn't want that negative energy. I didn't want none of that. So Greg, he leaves the room. And I really think that he leaving for the sake of the camera because he probably going to say something, get mad, punch a wall, do something. And he ain't want them cameras around.
Well, the thing is, Greg probably set King up, and King, you know, I think sometimes, you know, like you told Sweet Tea shouldn't, like, you know, let that drop. Greg shouldn't, you know, instead of confronting Dr. G, he should, like I said, if he would,
Greg instead of friend.
if King, what I was saying. But anyway, King instead of confronting Dr. G on the beach and charging him about, you know, what's going on. If he was to kind of like told Quad to chill, it would never got to this point. You know what I'm saying? Now it might be to the point he might have a restraining order against him, and he won't be able to come back on the show. But Quad started this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Greg said, you know, so he left the room and stuff like that. So Letitia, she called him, he answered the phone. And so, you know, she going looking for him and stuff. And Toya, she ran into Toya and Contessa, I say Sierra, Contessa. And she was just like, you know, he mad and stuff like that. Toya was like, well, I think he's jealous. I agree to a certain degree.
Yeah. No doubt about it. He's jealous, and when you see your ex with another woman, I don't know, with another man, and she'll claim, "Ooh, baby, kiss me," all that in front of you.
She was doing all that.
Yeah, and like I said, it was like what? The way I think Toya or Contessa said they didn't sleep together for like 3 years or something like that.
They didn't sleep together for like 3 years.
And now you're hearing this like, yo, they have sex 15 times a week. Yeah, as a man, yeah, that pisses you off. It hurts your ego. You know what I'm saying? What this man's doing that I couldn't do for you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Greg, let's keep it real. He was jealous. You know what I'm saying? And Quad knew it. That's why she kept egging it on. Mm-hmm. But the point is, every person have a breaking point. Mm-hmm. You know, and
that's why to me, I understand what the show doing, but it wasn't a good idea to bring. Now it's good entertainment for us, but it's not a good, especially when it was that toxic to be around your ex like that. You know what I'm saying? And people still have petty moments, and they try to do stuff to poke the bear.
Yeah, and I think the one thing I really didn't like about Quad, what she did tonight, was when Dr. Mimi was trying to talk to him, console her, and she tried.
She said,
That got irritated me.
She said, "Oh, I'm okay."
That irritated me. Why? You know, why be that way? You know what I'm saying?
Because Dr. Mimi is a psychiatrist, right, like Greg, you know, and she was just trying to, I guess, psychoanalyze her, just try to figure out what's going on. But she said she was drunk. I just wanted to go and get it out, get all the frustration, everything out, you know, and stuff like that. Because Quad was on one. She was like, they don't know me, da 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 da, and she was going off.
And she was doing that to be acting too. They just don't know me. I'll break the whole thing down. I said, why is she being so over dramatic? You know what I'm saying?
That's who she is. So Damon, and Jackie and Curtis and who else? Heavenly. And I think that was just they was in the room talking, and Damon was just basically saying like, this a lot. You know, like for Greg to have your ex there with her new man he was like, it's a lot. So it's a breaking point for, you know.
Yeah, because Damon said he saw the anger in Greg's face when he was sitting behind Quad. And like I said, I would just give kudos to Greg because he kept it together for a long period of time. And because he was sitting back there, he didn't say nothing, but you knew he was pissed. You knew he was pissed and jealous. And Damon said, man, you know, I know they was together for 10 years, and we know what our friend Greg been through. And for him to hear all this, I knew he was mad. I think Curtis said the best thing for Greg was to do, he said, I won't blame him. If I was Greg, I'd get on the plane and leave. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
And the fact, too, that Sweet Tea don't want to realize that Greg was jealous. No, he wasn't
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
He was just mad because no, he was jealous.
She don't want the idea that Greg still has some feelings for his ex, you know.
And a lot of times when the person that gets the divorce, and not the person that does the divorce, and the person that receives the divorce, they still be in their feelings about it because they really and truly probably didn't want to end it like that, or they maybe wanted to be the person that ended. So it still probably some residue feelings, you know, for Quad, and Quad playing on that. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Quad want Greg? No. Do I think she's still pissed at him? Yes. And you can tell by the stuff she's saying.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Yeah, she's still upset with Greg, and no, she don't want Greg. You know, she moved on. You know, living her life, but when you move on, you got to completely move on. Okay, I understand you might be pissed or whatnot, but you got to get that behind you. You know what I'm saying? How long have they been divorced?
I don't know, Sam. I want to say 5 years. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a minute, man. You got to put that behind you, man. And you gonna let this stuff eat you up inside, man.
Especially if y'all have to come in these spaces together. Like
it goes for Greg too.
Greg decided to bring his wife onto this show because, you know, people at that point really and truly still like Greg. You know what I'm saying? And then Greg decided, and then I think Quad said she was ambushed because she didn't know that he was bringing his wife. He was coming on the show and bringing his wife. So, you know, hey, this what you signed up for, bro.
Well, talking about ambush, I think Phaedra been ambushed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Phaedra gonna get her stuff and leave.
Yeah.
She said, Housewives is calling me. Yeah, right, because Apollo supposed to be
that's what I'm saying.
Child, a mess. But anyway, all right, you guys, that's all we got. Don't forget, we do Married at First Sight on Tuesday nights. So if you watch that, make sure you check it out. And we will see you guys. And Ready to Love is coming back on this Friday. Yay!
Is this Friday coming on?
This Friday. So we're gonna try to do a breakdown of each, what is it, contestant or whatever. So be watching for that. We will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first.
You sis.